Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC P2243, pertains to a high voltage issue detected in the VCENT circuit of the rear air-fuel sensor, Bank 1, Sensor 1, in the Honda Odyssey models from 2011 to 2017. This code indicates that the voltage in the circuit exceeds the expected specifications. The air-fuel sensor plays a crucial role in monitoring the air-to-fuel ratio to ensure optimal engine performance and efficiency, directly influencing emissions control. Typically located in the exhaust system, the rear A-fuel sensor is positioned downstream of the catalytic converter, whereas the front A-fuel sensor is positioned on Bank 2 before the catalytic converter. Accurate readings from these sensors are essential for the engine control module, ECM, to make necessary fuel adjustments. If the voltage is higher than the normal range, it can lead to poor engine performance and increased emissions, triggering the check engine light. It's important to address this issue promptly through thorough troubleshooting. The rear AF sensor, identified in this context as Bank 1, Sensor 1, plays a pivotal role in measuring the air-fuel mixture within the exhaust gases. This sensor is strategically placed downstream of the catalytic converter, allowing it to provide feedback on the emissions after undergoing catalytic treatment. By measuring the concentrations of oxygen levels in the exhaust, the sensor aids the engine control module, ECM, in adjusting the fuel delivery for optimum combustion efficiency. A malfunction in this sensor, such as a high voltage reading in the VCENT circuit, can lead to incorrect fuel mixture adjustments, resulting in decreased fuel efficiency and potentially increased tailpipe emissions. This situation can trigger a diagnostic trouble code, DTC, and illuminate the check engine light on the dashboard. Regular monitoring and prompt troubleshooting are necessary to maintain optimal vehicle performance. Several factors can contribute to triggering the DTC P2243. One primary cause could be a faulty rear AF sensor, which may generate inaccurate readings, leading to a high voltage issue. If the sensor itself is malfunctioning, it might need replacement. Another potential cause is an open circuit in the wiring between the sensor and the engine control module, ECM. This open circuit can prevent proper communication and result in erroneous voltage measurements. Additionally, there may be a short circuit to the power source affecting the VCENT circuit. This short circuit scenario can cause the circuit to receive more voltage than it should, skewing the sensor readings. Regular inspections of sensor connections, wiring, and components can help identify these issues early on, preventing further complications. A vehicle experiencing the DTC P2243 may exhibit several symptoms that can lead to noticeable performance issues. The most immediate sign is the illumination of the check engine light on the dashboard, alerting the driver to a problem. Furthermore, the vehicle may experience poor engine performance, which could manifest as decreased acceleration, rough idling, or stalling. These performance issues are often linked to incorrect air-fuel mixture adjustments due to faulty sensor readings. In addition to performance concerns, the vehicle might produce increased emissions, likely resulting from improper combustion and fuel delivery. Collectively, these symptoms point to a need for comprehensive diagnostics to resolve the underlying issue and restore proper functioning. The initial step in troubleshooting the DTC P2243 is to turn the ignition switch to the on-to position. This activates the vehicle's electronic systems without running the engine. Simultaneously, it's crucial to record all freeze data and any onboard snapshot. Freeze data provides insights into the vehicle's state when the fault occurred, and onboard snapshots can help in understanding the conditions leading to the DTC. After documenting this data, Clear the DTC using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. The HDS is a specialized tool that not only helps clear diagnostic trouble codes, but also assists in monitoring vehicle systems. This step is critical as it allows you to reset the ECM, preparing it for further testing by establishing a clean slate to identify if the fault re-emerges. Next, start the engine and hold the engine speed at 3,000 RPM without load, meaning the vehicle should be in park, P, or neutral, N. Maintaining the RPM at this level allows the engine and its components to reach optimal operating conditions, including the activation of the radiator fan. This is important as it ensures the engine runs within a safe temperature range, preventing overheating during diagnostics. After holding the RPM, allow the engine to idle for an additional 2 minutes. This idling period is essential for the exhaustion of any residual effects from previous faults, and for giving the ECM time to auto-calibrate its parameters based on current operating conditions. The training of these systems will help in evaluating the presence of any continuing diagnostic trouble codes during the next steps. Following the engine idling and running the RPM test, you will now check for any pending or confirmed diagnostic trouble codes using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. This should be done systematically, ensuring you are attentive to DTC P2243 and/or P2247 for the front AFAC sensor. If either code appears, it indicates that the issue persists and further intervention is necessary. However, if neither code is present, it suggests that the system is functioning normally at this time, possibly indicating an intermittent failure. During this scenario, it's important to check for poor connections or loose terminals at the AFAC sensor, as well as the powertrain control module, PCM. Making thorough visual inspections in this step can sometimes resolve issues before further technical inspections. In the fourth step of troubleshooting, turn the ignition switch to the lock 0 position, which will deactivate the vehicle's electrical systems. This is a safety precaution before proceeding to the next action. Use the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to jump the serial communication line, SCS, which allows for testing without interference from other systems that may affect diagnostics. After preparing the system, disconnect the AF sensor, Sensor 1, 6P connector. This action removes the sensor from the circuit for further inspection and testing, isolating the issue to confirm if it lies downstream, specifically related to the AF sensor, or if the problem relates back to the wiring or PCM. Being diligent in this process prepares you for the next steps in diagnosing wire integrity and connectivity. After disconnecting the AF sensor, proceed to disconnect connector B, 49P, from the PCM, powertrain control module. This step is crucial to access the internal connections of the PCM for further tests. Next, check for continuity between PCM connector terminal B15 for bank 1 and AF sensor 6P connector terminal number 4. Continuity testing is important because it verifies whether an electrical circuit is intact and can effectively transmit signals. Lack of continuity suggests an open circuit somewhere in the wiring between the PCM and the AF sensor. If there is continuity, that indicates that the wiring is likely intact, and the next steps will lead toward further checking of the sensor and how it interacts with the system. Properly diagnosing continuity ensures that you are systematically ruling out potential causes of malfunction. Upon checking for continuity, if the response is yes, this indicates that the wiring between the PCM and the AF sensor is functioning correctly without interruption. This result directs you to proceed to step 10, where further diagnostics will help understand the current status of the engine's performance and sensor functionality. However, if the answer is no, It confirms the presence of a discontinuity, indicating either an open circuit or damaged wiring needing immediate repair. You must repair any found open circuits in the wiring between PCM terminal B15 and the AF sensor 6P connector. Repairing the wiring and ensuring all connections are secure and intact is critical before proceeding to future steps, as a stable electrical pathway is necessary for the system's operation. An effective repair ensures the reliability and efficiency of engine management. After completing all necessary repairs, the next step involves reconnecting the PCM connector B49P securely. Follow up by starting the engine once again. Re-establishing connections after repairs is crucial, as it sets the stage for the engineering systems to detect any improvements in the vehicle's performance and emissions regulation. Once the engine is running, monitor the engine speed at approximately 3,000 RPM without load. Again, placing the vehicle in either the park or neutral position. Allow the engine to idle for about 2 minutes, giving time for the system to recalibrate and for the diagnostic tools to pick up new readings. Confirm the clearance of old codes and ascertain whether new DTCs arise, typically with the use of the HDS. This verification step is essential in establishing that the repairs fulfilled their intended purpose and the vehicle is ready for standard operation. Preventive maintenance is essential to ensure the long-term health of your vehicle and to minimize the risk of DTC P2243 arising again. Begin by regularly inspecting both AF sensors for any signs of damage, wear, or malfunction. Issues with these sensors can often lead to misdiagnoses if not checked frequently. Additionally, regularly check wiring connections to ensure they are secure and free of corrosion, grime, or damage. Poor wiring can lead to intermittent faults that may trigger future diagnostic codes. Lastly, keeping the engine software updated can significantly help in optimizing performance and emissions control, as manufacturers often release updates that enhance system functionalities. Engaging in routine preventative practices ensures your Honda Odyssey maintains peak performance and compliance with environmental regulations. In conclusion, addressing DTC P2243 in the Honda Odyssey from 2011 to 2017 involves a systematic approach to troubleshooting, focusing on the rear A-factor sensor and its associated wiring. The key components in play include both the front and rear A-factor sensors, each playing a role in monitoring the air-fuel mixture to optimize engine performance. The troubleshooting steps ensure that any faults are identified, with critical actions such as continuity testing and examining the robustness of connections. Implementing these repairs can restore the efficiency and performance of the vehicle, while also reducing emissions. Lastly, preventive maintenance is vital. Regular inspections and updates can avert costly repairs in the future and ensure that the vehicle remains in excellent working condition. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.